Yeah, a horse who was progressive over hurdles, made a very likeable start to his chasing debut. That was at Newton Abbot in the middle of October. Last time out was the 15-8 on favourite at Warwick and was beaten behind Aussie the Oscar. They were a long way clear of the third, however, and although he was a beaten favourite, that probably wasn't a bad effort at all.
Let's also have a look at one more just coming round to our left. It's a bit of a sweet round to Tommy Silver, 1 or 2 in the race for Paul Nicholls.
Yeah, another Paul Nicholls runner. This horse has got form on soft ground. Won the Triumph Hurdle trial at Musselburgh a couple of years ago. 3 starts over fences, a second at Warwick, followed by a victory on fast ground at Leicester, and then a second on soft at Bangor last time.
Looks really well, Tommy Silver. Hopefully the ground hasn't hindered his chances, the worsening ground that is. That's a look then at 3 of the 4 for the Wayward lad.
Yeah, no one's going to pretend this is a vintage renewal of this traditional novice chase. The Boxing Day fixture. Shantou Rock is going to go off favourite for Dan Skelton and Bridget Andrews, who struck with a winner on Boxing Day. 2 Nicholls horses, 2-1 each of 2, but I would argue that Cyrname is the one that's been best supported. Noel Feely takes a ride on that one, and as Tom said, proven on the ground. And that's the 2-1 chance, having been bigger. And Tommy Silver, well, some boards now going 15-8 with a little bit of weakness on Shantou Rock, but it's very, very evenly matched between the 3. And then there's Costa Quarta bringing up the 4, Absolute No Hoper at 200-1.
Just to reiterate the jockey changes here, Harry Skelton rides Shantou Rock, not his partner Bridget Andrews, and Noel Feely does not ride Cyrname. That mount is now taken by Sean Bowen, who was going to be riding the favourite in the abandoned Welsh National today. But there is Shantou Rock in shot for the Skeltons. He is the highest rated of these. It'll be interesting to see how he translates that useful very early season form on a faster surface to this test today, and to see whether he can confirm that higher rating over the Nicholls brace of Cyrname and Tommy Silver.
Yes, I think he probably can here, Nick. We were just saying in the paddock, that last time at Warwick under a penalty, he was beaten at odds on behind Aussie the Oscar. That wasn't a bad run. I think here we see this one. He's in front. He's going to be collared shortly. On his debut over fences, he scored at Newton Abbot from the unit, declared here, but absent. And you can see how far clear they motor of the third horse. Officially, it's 28 lengths. But I think Shantou Rock has got in the early stages of his fencing career, I think he's got a good technique. In terms of the ratings, which we shouldn't build our house on, he's shown the best thus far.
And Aussie the Oscar has earlier season form with a Black Corton, yesterday's Quarto Star novice chase hero. I marginally preferred Cyrname of the Nicholls pair, primarily because I thought Tommy Silver of the 3 principals might not be seen to best effect on this surface.
I think that's a moot point. He won the Scottish Triumph Hurdle trial on soft ground at Musselburgh a couple of winters back. A winter back, and prior to that he'd run a decent second on soft ground when beaten by Fix Le Cap at Newbury. So I think he's probably I think he's not too fussy as regards his playing surface, but Cyrname, we know, does go on soft ground. He was beaten by a big Martra at Newbury last time, but prior to that he scored at Huntingdon. He was a horse who, well, wasn't really given the time to reach his full potential over hurdles. You'll see last season he finished 5th and 6th in 2 valuable handicap hurdles at Ascot. They were won by Eddie Morris and Air Horse 1. He's certainly a horse, as well, all 4 of them here, even Costa Curta, who's the outsider, a horse with as yet untapped potential.
Yeah, I just thought he was the horse who might be able to improve the most. So I was saying the same thing in a different way, really. And the way they're lining up, interestingly, it suggests that Sean Bowen's going to crack on here. I thought Shantou Rock, given how well he jumped from the front at Newton Abbot a couple of starts ago, might try and just gallop these into submission. But the way that the jockeys are walking round suggests that Sean Bowen might get himself a fairly soft time of things on the lead.
Could be so. Certainly Shantou Rock has led for both of his outings over fences. He made all at Newton Abbot, and then, as we just saw, he was collared late on at Warwick. I must admit, I thought, the same as you, I thought Harry Skelton replacing Bridget Andrews would go out in front here, but the way that they're lining up in that picture suggests that Cyrname might lead.
Cyrname for me here for Sean Bowen. The starter's on his rostrum, and we can head back up to the commentary box and join Alan.
And they're off for the 32red.com Wayward Lad Novices Steeplechase Grade 2 event here over the 2 miles, and Cyrname has set off in front and runs down towards the first of 12 fences here and shows by an early 4-length margin to Shantou Rock, and to his outside Tommy Silver at job 1 now, with the back marker Costa Curta about 5 lengths behind the principal trio. Out of fence number 2, and Cyrname, now the mount here is Sean Bowen, leads from Shantou Rock, is now ridden by Harry Skelton. Tommy Silver to his outside, and Costa Curta the back marker of the quartet. Now on towards fence number 3, which will be the final jump in the circuit's time. And it's Cyrname who leads from Shantou Rock, Tommy Silver to the outer, and then Costa Curta, who's in a little close there, and about 8 lengths behind, with 3 in front. So a lap to go, and Cyrname, he's got a Huntingdon back in November before defeat at Newbury last time, shows by 2 lengths over the poly track to Shantou Rock. He was really impressive in that Newton Abbot chasing debut back in October, before then being beaten at Warwick most recently. Tommy Silver is back in 3rd position, been odds on last time out at Bangor, but the winner that day, Testify, has won since. Costa Curta last of the 4. A horse who's got wins in points to his name. 0 from 4 over regulation obstacles. First start for Mark Gillard this afternoon. Over the next, fence number 4, landing with the lead, Cyrname, but Shantou Rock pulling his way through. It's almost disputed now as they work towards their first open ditch. Cyrname with the lead, along with Shantou Rock. They both stood off and took good leaps there at fence number 5. About 3 lengths away to Tommy Silver, and about 12 to 15 lengths away now to Costa Curta. If he gets round, we'll pick up plenty of place money here. Down the back straight, they're going to travel towards the line of 4 fences on this part of the track, and Cyrname leads by a length and a half to Shantou Rock in 2nd. Similar margin away to Tommy Silver, and 15 lengths away to Costa Curta as they face up towards fence number 6. Cyrname with the lead from the keenly racing in 2nd Shantou Rock, to his outside Tommy Silver at jump number 6 now. Front 3 over safely, and so to Costa Curta now, just got to the fence and to the other side as the leaders travel down towards jump number 7. Cyrname with the lead from Shantou Rock, Tommy Silver about 2.5 lengths behind those. Then Costa Curta now just coming to the fence. He's almost a fence behind now as the leaders go towards their final open ditch. This will be 5 out in the contest. Cyrname over with the lead. A very small error there from Shantou Rock in 2nd. Length and a half away then to find Tommy Silver. Costa Curta still just coming to the fence as the leaders now jump the last over on the far side. Cyrname has the lead. He shows by a length and a half. Over in 2nd, Shantou Rock is still poised. Now just a bit of a shake along for Tommy Silver as they run now down towards the end of the far side. Costa Curta didn't take the final fence over on the back. He's been pulled up. So Cyrname leads by a length as they start to swing in. From Shantou Rock in 2nd, who has a good look at the front. 2.5 lengths away, they're driven along Tommy Silver as they work back towards the 3rd from the end. Cyrname, who's made every step of it so far, leading from Shantou Rock in 2nd, is out there giving chase. Tommy Silver over in 3rd, running down towards 2 out now. Cyrname still galloping away. Shantou Rock is trying to come up with something in 2nd as Cyrname still has the advantage as they jump the 2nd from the end. Cyrname over safely. He landed by 4 lengths clear to Shantou Rock in 2nd. 6 lengths away, Tommy Silver in 3rd, running down towards the final fence, and Cyrname kept going in front under Sean Bowen. Leads by 5 lengths at the final jump now, and he's over safely from Shantou Rock, who made a mistake. Tommy Silver looking to challenge there for 2nd, but it's Cyrname's race under Sean Bowen. Cyrname will score the victory in the Wayward Lad Novices Steeplechase. Shantou Rock held on to be 2nd. Tommy Silver last of 3 to get round.
He did lead, he did establish a good rhythm, he did jump well, and he jumped his 2 rivals into submission. 7-4, Cyrname, well backed, wins for Paul Nicholls, who won the Grade 1 Quarto Star yesterday. He wins the other race named after one of the great legends of Kempton, the Wayward Lad, today in the colours of Johnny Delahaye. Cyrname wins for Sean Bowen, deputising for Noel Feely. Tommy Silver was out of it for some way, but did rally late, nearly made it a 1-2 for Nichols, but in the end, Shantou Rock held second place. Briefly got a glimpse of the lead halfway down the back, but it was only a brief glimpse, and Cyrname won this quite nicely. It's been a good couple of days for Paul Nichols, who expressed some concerns about well-being of one or two of the horses in his yard, but that will have cheered him enormously, and every race means plenty to him, and this will have meant plenty to quite a few of the punters, Dave, because this horse was well backed.
Yeah, he was extremely well backed. There were only really 3 for the punters to get stuck into, but they were almost united really in going for Cyrname. 5-2 was the first prize I saw when I came and stood out here, and he was just backed at all rates down. Tommy Silver was very, very weak end and never really showed. And Shantou Rock, I don't think if you'd have backed that, you really ever held to that much hope, apart from just for a few seconds turning into the straight. But a gamble landed, so that'll warm up the hearts of a lot of the punters out here, and they're already heading towards the queues.
So something to warm the chilled punters here at Kempton Park. Cyrname wins in those Johnny Delahaye colours, and we will take it halfway down the side here as Sean Byrne begins to press on. You always fancied that Shantou Rock wanted to go a little bit quicker than Harry Skelton wanted him to, and he was trying to restrain him. It was his exuberance that had won him the race at Newton Abbot. I'm not sure that Cyrname didn't benefit from being allowed the lead here.
I think he did. I think he was certainly able to get into a better jumping rhythm, wasn't he, than